Yo, what you saying?
I'm good, bro. What you doing?
Nothing much, just chilling, man.
Do you want to link and get a few beers and that?
Yeah, say nothing I could do with a drink, and just chill and talk, innit? Might burn one as well.
Yeah, man.
Alright, calm. I'll leave now.
Cool.
In a bit.
In a bit.
What you saying, guys? Welcome to the podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Billy.
Just listen in, man. Spark your zoo.
Drink your pint.
Just do anything, man. Just chill in your bed or chill with your girl. Just chill with your family. Do whatever. Just
Listen to the
in.
podcast.
Yeah, come on.
So yeah, how's your lockdown been though, bro?
Nothing much, man. I mean, have you come up with any new hobbies lately? Because I know it's fucking boring. There's not really much other than shitty online lessons.
I know, man. Sometimes I just lay in bed, just say I'm here and just lay in bed. But nah, I've took up darts. Obviously, I've liked darts in the past, but this lockdown's really made me take it up.
Oh, swear.
Hit my fourth 180 in my life. So yeah, it's going well. Just
your fourth 180.
Yeah,
I swear, because I don't really know much about darts in it. But
yeah,
I swear you told me that's really hard to do.
Yeah, so obviously if you're not, it's easy for professionals, but if you're not a professional, obviously it's very, very hard to do. My dad's only hit one, so I've beat him by times 3. So yeah,
sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah, so no, I've just been doing that. Obviously, just online lessons and researching for football coaching. But yeah, what have you been doing? I heard you got a new chessboard and that.
No, yeah, I've it's because the thing is, yeah, ever since Christmas, my dad fully introduced me to chess, because he used to play a lot when he was younger, and he just said to me I'll teach you how to play chess. And I was like, all right then, let's do it. Because obviously Christmas holidays we couldn't meet anyone, because we're from the fucking UK and they don't know how to run this country, so we're in lockdown again. And during Christmas, just learn how to play chess, and I was like, oh, do you know what? It's actually quite fun. So yeah, haven't stopped since then. I've been playing every day. It's pretty fun. But back to you with the darts.
Yeah.
Do you play with your dad? Do you play alone?
Sometimes I play with my dad, but there's an app I have which basically lets me play against the computer. So yeah, I mainly just do that, and yeah, just practice really.
That's what I do with chess. I've got an app.
Oh really?
Because I do it with my dad sometimes, but it's same as you. There's an app where they do it for you.
Yeah.
And then you do it.
So yeah, but what's good about my app is it has tournaments as well. So say I'm not going to be a professional, but say I want to just pretend I'm in the World Championships. Yeah. You can go on the app and it will have you draw you against I don't know, Go and Price or someone who's the world champion. Yeah. And I can pretend I'm playing him. But yeah, I like it. I've took it up really well in lockdown because, as you said, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
I'm just stuck in my room playing darts most of the time.
Right. That's calm, man. Oh, fucking hell. I'm on my 5th beer right now. What are you on?
Oh, mate, I'm on my 6th. But yeah, obviously, this is what lockdown's doing to us. Just drinking.
Word.
But yeah.
That's it. I feel... No, apparently, it's, I don't know, I think it's by there was a report saying 63 million more alcohol has been bought during the pandemic.
Really?
In the UK. Yeah,
because I feel like people just drink.
It makes a lot of sense.
I feel like people are just drinking, and because they got nothing else to do. It's just they want to have fun. Obviously, they can't go. We're obviously both 19. We haven't really experienced clubbing or stuff like that. So
that's the jarring thing about it.
So that's what I hate most about it. It's just lockdown. Hopefully we'll get to experience clubbing, but I don't know when.
No, we will definitely experience it.
Bojo, mate, sort it out. If you're listening to this, sort it out.
Sort it out, you dickhead.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, we will experience it. It's just annoying, 'cause we could literally be in the pub right now, but instead we're fucking just drinking in the park. Imagine we were in on the beach right now.
Oh, I know, man. Obviously, you got them dickhead influencers in Dubai.
Oh yeah.
So they're dickheads, man. Don't get me started on them because I hate them.
Yeah, those influencers. Yeah, did you see that girl on this morning?
I know, saying she's an essential worker. Big man. My mum works in the doctors. She hasn't had a break from this lockdown. She's working every day, and them lot have the audacity to call themselves essential workers, man.
Exactly.
Don't get me started. So, we can save this.
Riding camels and all that.
Yeah, sitting on a fucking camel's hump.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I know, man. Oh, but speaking about the influencers, I swear you told me earlier, and I'd like to bring it now. You told me earlier about this Dr. Alex guy.
Oh yeah. So basically, you get these people on Love Island, that just want to go on for fame and money and stuff, and don't really want to do a proper hard day's graft in their life. But with Dr. Alex, obviously he was, I don't know if you remember him on Love Island, but obviously he didn't have much luck with the ladies.
Yeah.
But he was a very like kind of humble guy, nice guy. Was it Flash? And obviously, I don't know if you heard about his brother. Like he committed suicide. He was our age, and he committed suicide.
I did not. Wait, he at 19?
He might have been a bit younger or older, but he was around our age bracket, like probably 18 to like 21.
Is he his youngest brother or older brother? Do you not really know?
He's his youngest brother.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, he committed suicide in lockdown, and really,
fucking hell, that is sad.
Yeah, and ever since like this Dr. Alex has been making a big thing on mental health and like how important it is, and how it's not really spoken about much in like as men, and because obviously like some of our friends and that, we don't really know how they're feeling. So like you could say to me you're feeling fine, but I don't know truly how you're feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's kind of promoting boys to speak up and not really be afraid to look like her. And this is the wrong... They shouldn't even look like pussies. If they feel like pussies, then you shouldn't, because mental health is like the most important thing. If you have a good mental health, then you're living your best life. It's calm. Exactly, so, yeah, and obviously I don't really like Boris, but I have to give him some respect, because he appointed this Alex guy as the...
Did he actually?
Yeah, as the mental health ambassador. Yeah. So yeah, it's just... Big up Alex and big up Boris, really. Well, not big up Boris because he's a dickhead, but well done for him appointing Alex.
Yeah. No, the thing, because I think my mum told me about him a few weeks ago. She was like, oh, she's the only Love Island contestant who I actually like.
Yeah.
Because like they're all kind of like, you know, the influencers going to Dubai.
Yeah.
They're just materialistic and all that, and like they just care about fame. But I feel like Alex, like, I swear he's gone back to like the NHS.
Yeah, he's been worked for them. Ever since the lockdown started, he's been working most days.
The thing is, I remember watching Love Island. I remember we used to like kind of take the mick out of him, because like he was awkward and all that.
But like,
when you find out more about it,
yeah, and I feel like out of every person that's gone into Love Island, the most of them have been made out to look like they're kind of care about themselves, like they don't really do much for... Obviously you've got Amber Gill, who's done that flex, you know. Have you heard about her?
Wait, she's done a flex?
Well, no, like a weight loss thing. She put a few pounds on over lockdown, and
I saw that.
Yeah, she's obviously like done an app to get people more active in this lockdown. So them two have done probably the most things out of all those influencers.
Yeah. If
you say the word.
I mean, the thing is, we can't really say, because we don't really follow them, but from our view, like, I swear that Lucy, like she's so... Remember that like jarring video? First thing, we were like, oh shit! Oh shit! Is your drink alright?
Yeah, that's my 10th, bro. That's my 10th. Nah, but did you hear what happened to her? Did you hear what happened to her though?
What?
Basically,
what, recently?
Yeah, she accused... Remember Yuande?
Oh, I heard about that, but I didn't really look into it that much.
Yeah, she accused her of She accused Yuande of bullying her, saying she made her feel like she was a part of the girl group and stuff. But it's all bullshit, really, mate. Because I remember, like, she said she couldn't pronounce Yuande. She's like, it's an easy name to pronounce, and like she can pronounce like other names like models from Sweden that have some long surname, but she can't pronounce Yuande. So yeah. And
I swear, like, I remember because obviously I saw that series, the season she was in of Love Island.
Yeah.
I swear she said she preferred chilling more with the boys.
Yeah, she did.
So why is she complaining about Yuande not involving her with the girls when she literally went off to the boys?
So apparently she feels like she didn't really have they didn't give her the opportunity to get her to involve with the girl group and all that.
It just pissed me off, like, talking about...
I know.
People like this. Isn't it mad how, like, we've been friends since, like, literally, like, best friend, like, close friends since, like, over a decade now.
Yeah, I know, bro.
From, like, the start of secondary school. Remember when we had beef?
I remember I hated you in year 7.
Yeah, I remember
we had the maddest arguments. I remember you was a big fan of Sam and Cat, and obviously...
so wet. It was so... I don't know why. Like, I feel like I was so childish. It's hard to say, but I was just, from like now, right now when I think about it,
Yeah.
I just acted so childish. Like I feel like I was still stuck in primary.
Yeah.
Like my mindset was still in primary.
Yeah, but to be honest, like year 6 to like year 7 is a big step up.
Yeah, I always said to myself, like all the time, I feel like year 8. Well, I don't know if it's just for me, but I feel like year 8 would be a better time to start secondary.
Yeah.
Because I feel like year 7, I still needed maturity.
Yeah.
Like I was a fan of fucking that Nickelodeon show Sam and Cat. Like, it's so weird.
But also, I feel like it's part of primary school to blame, because I feel like they should warn you like how much a step up is. Because I remember, my head teacher called my mum and dad in to like speak to them in like a meeting, and my dad told me like, oh, you know, your head teacher's worried about you getting bullied in secondary school. And I was like, why? Why? Because I didn't think much of it. Like, I might have been shy in primary. I might have been. I can't remember being shy, but it's a long time ago. And my head teacher was kept thinking I was going to get bullied in second. I never did.
Wait,
thank God.
Why did they say that though?
Because like, obviously, like I know
were
it doesn't really.
Like, were you acting immature? Like,
no,
I don't know why the teacher would say that. It's a bit.
It's
a
like
bit deep.
I had.
Like, if a teacher said that to me, I'd be like, why are you saying that to me? Just like downgrading me.
Yeah, no, I feel like I had a lot of friends in primary, like, but I'm not being big-headed or anything. Like, I was in like not the popular group, but you know you have them groups that are like popular, then like cool, and then just like neeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in the like middle group. So yeah, it's like I don't know why she thought that. Maybe because I don't know, I was shy, maybe a little bit, or I didn't.
I think it's a bit wrong that she said that, to be honest.
Yeah, I do, because like my mum, like she's quite sensitive, so like she actually took it to heart and thought I was gonna get like, you know, picked on and all that. And I don't know if it had anything to. It might have had something to do with my weight. I don't know, but she just mentioned it. But yeah.
Shit.
But anyway, bro, do you remember the time you whacked me over the head and
man.
caused me to bleed? Like I had to go to hospital.
No, but to this day I'm still sorry about that. But like, yeah, I swear, like we were in PE, innit?
Yeah.
Like, PE changing room, and I fully just. I swear because basically this is what happened. Yeah, in the PE changing room before we even started the lesson, like we were all getting changed. I think it was like 2 of our other mates were like whacking each other with a tie. You were involved as well.
Yeah.
You were like all whacking each other with a tie. And then everyone just thought it was banter. Like, oh yeah, it's funny. I took it to the extreme.
Yeah. You got your blazer.
Yeah, I know.
To be fair.
It wasn't my blazer. It was my mate's blazer.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he had his phone in it.
Yeah, so to be fair, you didn't know. It might have, I don't even know if the keys or the phone, but all I remember is you whacked me over like.
It was the phone. I remember it was my mate's like iPhone 4, and you know how bulky they are, and it fully like whacked you on the head.
Yeah. So I remember you hit me over the head with it like 3 times. I'm like, bro, stop. Yeah. And then like you're like, no, you carry on, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
I know,
I'm bleeding. Like my head is pouring with blood at this stage. You keep whacking me over the head like 3 times more. So I'm like, bro, stop. You saw me, like, you saw my head. I
don't know why I was like, because I didn't hear you saying stop. I didn't know there was anything in the blazer.
Yeah.
I was like carrying on, thinking like, oh, it's not as bad as it.
So you thought it was a playful thing. You thought it's like just
like I was not
around.
angry at you at all, but like everyone else, they must have looked at us and thought we had like proper beef, but we were only like play fighting. I just took it a bit too far.
Yeah.
And then like I was whacking, you were like, stop. I finally heard you. I was like, what? What's so deep? You removed your head. Blood everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Obviously, I was shook, innit? Because I remember like taking my hand off my head. Yeah. And my hand was literally like covered in blood. And I walked out. Obviously, we had changing rooms. But you know, we had changing rooms. So yeah, I walk out of the changing room, and of that there was this guy I didn't really like, and like he didn't like me, I didn't like him. And then he looked at me like his face was bare like, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So then like, I'm like, bro, like, I didn't really know how deep it was.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know my face was like covered in blood.
Yeah.
So like, he's like, bro, your face is literally covered in blood.
It was
I'm
terrifying.
like, what, you're lying. So then I run back into the changing room. I look in the mirror and like my face, like, I don't know, you know the Deadpool mask?
Yeah.
But it's literally like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
That's a good reference. No, bro, there was a whole trail of blood on the floor.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I fully killed my mate.
Yeah.
I was literally in my head, I was imagining myself getting handcuffed, going to prison.
No, because I swear our head of year said, "Oh, you could be expelled for this."
Yeah, our head of year was like, who did that right now? I felt so guilty. I was like so guilty. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna like not own up. Even if I do, there's gonna be snakes in the room. They're gonna be like, it was Alex.
Yeah.
Then I'll be even more trouble. So I was like, oh, it was me. Like I'm sorry. Like it was a play fight. I took it to the extreme. I'm really sorry. And he was like, oh, Then I see you come out with like a massive bandage on your head.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I don't know why, but obviously you're panicking. You were fully like, can you see my brain?
No, because you know why? My mate from primary school, like I known him for a long time, told you I'm going to believe him. He said to me, bro, I can see your brain. And bear in mind, I didn't know how big the cut was. Like, I literally thought my head was like...
But was he actually trying to get you shook, or was he just saying that as a joke?
I think he was saying it as a joke, and I thought he was expecting...
That's the wrong time to joke.
Yeah. My head pouring from blood, and this guy...
I'm out here thinking you're dying.
Yeah, I'm out here thinking, like, he can literally see my brain, like, pumping and that.
Exactly.
So I think, like, the cut is, like, fully, like, I don't know, a few centimetres long.
Yeah.
Like, and you can literally, like, see my skull and that. I might sound a bit dumb, but anyway. Yeah. And I'm like, I remember saying to our other teacher, head of PE, like, I was like, oh, can you see my brain? And he started laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing, man? I'm panicking and you're laughing.
Yeah.
He says to me, don't be stupid. But at that time, I was panicking because I never had, like, a big injury. Like, I never had, like, a broken bone or anything like that. So I'm panicking.
I mean, touch wood, like, none of us have ever broken our bones.
Yeah.
But I was just terrified. Then I got sent to isolation.
Yeah, no, but...
And it was just... Then that's when the head of year was like, oh, if... Like, didn't he go up to you? Like, say about that bit when he went up to you. Like, I could have got expelled if you didn't say it.
Because I remember... when I first walked into the thing, like, I didn't really want to snake my best mate, isn't it? So I was like... And at the time, we weren't even really best mates, were we? We were just, like, friends.
Yeah, we weren't as close as...
Yeah. So, like, I remember him asking me, who did this to you? I was like, oh, no, I fell. But, like, it was kind of you knew I was lying. Like, there's no way I'm bleeding this much, and I just fell.
Yeah.
So I never told the guy that it was you that did it to me, and they came up to me like...
That's why I rate you so much.
They like to me, oh, did Alex do this to you? And I was like, no, I just fell. But then, obviously, you snaked yourself by saying it was you.
And then, didn't you say you walked into a clothes plate?
Oh, yeah, no, I said I tripped and then I banged my head on the clothes plate.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, walked into a clothes, walking backwards into a clothes plate.
Yeah. So, yeah, obviously they knew it was a lie. And then, you just said it was you.
But then you said, like, oh, you didn't do it on purpose. That's why I hate so much.
That's
oh, my God, my mum would have killed me.
Yeah. You're like, did Alex do this to you on purpose? Or was it, like, an accident? And I said it's an accident, which it was. Because obviously you didn't know the phone was in there and that.
Yeah, yeah. And then he went up to me and said, oh, Billy told me you didn't do this on purpose. I was like, yeah, I didn't. And then, the teachers in our school were scary, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, I was really scared because I thought it was going to, like, affect our friendship.
Yeah, no, of course, no. You know how much love I've got for you and that.
Yeah.
And also,
Me
like,
too, bro.
do you remember so many things? Like, obviously, we were bottom set. Like, we were, like, the bad kids in our school, let's say.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time where we was all in the playground? Like, I was coming from the canteen, I was just munching my food,
I know what you're
eating.
gonna say.
And then, obviously, I see a couple of my mates just throwing the plastic... So, obviously, with our school, there's 2 floors. The first floor was, like, English, maths, DT and stuff like that, you know. And the second floor was just purely science. Yeah. So, I remember, like... And then in our playground... we was like near the LRC, which is library, and then the other section was science labs. Yeah. Like the science lab window was open, and I remember our mates was trying for ages.
Yeah, but they couldn't. They were trying to chuck. What was it like? Chucking
a water bottle, just an empty water bottle
into the from the playground into like the 3rd floor.
Yeah, and I kept. I literally walked up. I'm like, all right, bro, let me have a go. Pick up the empty water bottle.
Bearing in mind, everyone tried. They couldn't get it. They were trying 10 times.
And like this is like people that play in a football team, basketball team.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I literally go up, I chuck the water bottle, like not expecting to get it in, and I get it in, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gassed.
Everyone's like, oh.
Yeah,
everyone was just screaming.
Everyone literally runs to the toilets, We run to the toilet.
I ran into the toilet with my sandwich. I was eating my sandwich, and I ran into the toilet with my sandwich.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, bro, you're mad. Obviously, I'm gassed. Yeah. I'm like, oh, did I just do that for real? And then obviously the next day was a bit of a nightmare, but... Do you remember?
What was it? The deputy head went up
So basically, we had a house assembly, and everyone was like going in the house assembly, and
house assembly where we had to fucking stand up.
Yeah, my form tutor, she said to me, "Oh, your deputy head of year wants to like speak to you." Yeah. And I'm panicking because at this time I forgot. I even forgot throwing it into the window. I can't lie. I didn't even do anything bad. Obviously, it's a good thing. Why does just deputy head want to speak to me? Yeah. So like, I'm in house assembly. I'm sitting next to all my guys. And we're like getting ready, and then my form tutor says to me, "Oh yeah, your deputy head wants to speak to you." And I'm like, "Okay." Not really deep in anything. I'm like, "Okay, all right, cool. Can't be anything major." Yeah. And then I go in, and then he's like to me, "Oh, do you remember what you did yesterday?" And I go, "Oh no, I maybe like, I don't know, messed around in maths." And he's like, "No, try again." And then he shows me the CCTV footage of like me throwing the water bottle into the
our
science
school
lab.
was secured with CCTV.
Yeah, but this isn't even the worst thing. What? I'm like, he said to me, so I'm obviously gonna exclude you, but I'm thinking that means expelled because I've never heard the word exclude. So I'm like, oh shit, my mum's gonna go mental. Like none of my family been expelled from school. Like I'm the first guy. I'm panicking at this stage. I'm like, oh no, this is going bad. So then I'm like, oh please, can I have one more chance? He's like, nah. You've had all the chances. You're like,
Wait, so when you were begging, saying, "Can I have one more chance?" You thought you were getting expelled?
Yeah, I thought it was literally like writing a letter to my mum saying, "Oh no, Billy McHenry has been expelled from school."
That would be way too far. Though, getting expelled for that.
Yeah, but obviously then I knew, and then I was like, remember isolation? I got sent to that. Yeah. No, it's my second time, and I can't believe, I was actually like crying because it's a bit like. I'm thinking I'm getting expelled, so obviously you're gonna cry. Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, like why did I do this? Yeah. But then I speak to a teacher and I'm like, oh, what does excluded mean? And they say to me, oh, you're basically just sitting here for like 3 days. And I'm like, oh, calm, is that it? But then my deputy head calls my mum. Oh fuck. And then like my mum didn't think I'd be stupid enough to do this. So she's like...
So she didn't believe it?
She didn't believe it. She's like, no, my son would never, ever do this. Like, I've taught him better and all this. And they're like to her, oh, well, would you like to see the CCTV footage? Oh, my God. And then she's like, yeah, okay. Because she still doesn't believe...
She fully watched it?
Yeah, she watched me through the water bottle into the lab. But...
Oh, I would have loved to see that footage.
Obviously, like...
You showed us all... Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did it show us all running?
Yeah, all running. But my mum wanted to be like, oh, well, no, he's not the only one doing it. But I was like, nah, please, just like...
No, but that's kind of true, though. Why are you getting in, like, all the trouble when, like, there was so many other
Because I was the only one that got it in.
Yeah, but the fact that they were trying...
Yeah, that's what my mum...
Did you kind of...
But, like, at that time, like, I was stupid enough to do it. So I, like, hold my hands up and say, I did it, innit? So it's like, if you go into a club and you get into a fight, like, you're not going to be like, oh, no, but everyone else will fight. And how come they do? Like, I'd put my hands up, okay, I was stupid enough to do this. It's my fault. I take the punishment. So, yeah.
No, but talking about, like, because when you said you thought excluded meant expelled, do you remember that kid who brought a fucking knife into the school? That was scary, man.
Well, he was only in year 7 as well.
I know. Like, that kid was in year 7.
And
like,
that kid was clever as well.
Was he actually?
Yeah, he was in like set 1. Yeah, he went my primary. He was in set 1.
What kind of fucked up shit goes through your mind to like bring a knife into the school?
I know, man.
Didn't he like threaten like one of our mates with it?
Well, no, apparently what happened was one of our mates kept like taking his bike. Remember the bike shed we had? Yeah. One of our mates kept taking his bike, like messing around with it, saying, nah, I'm not giving this back to you. And this guy who bought the knife and was like, oh no, fuck this, I've had enough of this, like, I'm actually gonna get you shook. So that's what happened. That's like how...
But like, really? Just...
I know, it's a bit extreme, but I feel like they took the right measures to school because it kind of showed...
it was the right. I would have... I can't lie, I was fully shook when I heard that.
Do you remember when our head of year and head teacher like called us in and saying, "Oh, we need to have an assembly with your whole year"? I'd be like, "Oh no, what's happened?" We obviously knew, but we thought they didn't know, and then they told us. I was like, "Oh, this is getting peaked." But I do feel a bit sorry for the guy that did get expelled.
What, you brought in the night?
Yeah, because
fuck. I don't know. I don't feel
because
sorry
he was getting like.
I know you knew him more than me because you went to his primary, but I think it's a bit fucked.
Because like he was getting like taking a piss out. Like
was he actually getting bullied or was it banter?
Not bullied, but like the guy that was taking his bite didn't really know him, so like he might have thought, "Oh, why is this guy doing this?" and all that.
Yeah.
So I can kind of see why the guy's coming from. Yeah, bring the knife in. Like you should never ever do that, but. He's kind of getting... Like, he might have thought it was the only reason to do what he did. Like, did you hear about what happened in Reading?
Yeah, with that guy got stabbed.
Yeah.
It was sad. Yeah, I know.
It's like...
And his like, girlfriend got involved or something.
Yeah.
Like, she planned the murder or something. No. She said, I don't... Didn't she say, I want him to get stabbed, but don't kill him?
Yeah, she said, like...
I mean, I don't know how that's logical, but okay, love.
But no, because she said, like... Oh, my boyfriend found it out that I'm sending news to another boy and he's pissed at me and I'm pissed off that he's pissed with me. So, I kind of want to get him shook. Like, can anyone rob him or stab him? I'll send you the location.
That's so fucked. The younger generation, I feel like it's just fucked. Like, especially in London, they're just always... They're growing up in a stable family.
Mm-hmm.
But... they're just suddenly getting involved in like crime and all that just to look bad.
I know. It's like, and also like I saw another video like talking about this and like the guy, because it happened in Reading, this guy from Reading did a YouTube video about it.
Yeah.
And like he was originally from London and he said like, being from London, like obviously you got like south, north, west, east.
Yeah.
And he said being from like South London, like, obviously, like, you see a lot of gang... Because he was from an estate, this guy that did the video. He said, I'm from an estate in South London, and, like, you see gangs and this. And then he said, when I moved to Reading, there's none of this. There's no reason why these kids should be acting bad. There's, like, estates, yeah, but they're not as bad as London ones. And the crime rate in Reading is very, very low, he said.
Yeah.
So, like, there's no reason why these kids should be acting bad.
You saw the guy's, like, snaps as
I
well
know.
of him trying to act bad. I'm just like, why?
And that's another thing I wanted to bring up is like a lot of people, especially older people, are bringing it like blaming drill music for it.
Yeah.
I feel like what they're saying is wrong because back in their day it's like all rock and roll and all that. And like I remember the guy mentioned in the video, like I don't know if you heard Charles Manson, the guy with the cult and all that.
No, I haven't heard of him.
Basically, he had a cult and they killed like a famous celebrity, but he wanted to be a rock and roll like singer, but he failed in that. So like he got very angry and like felt rejected by that community, and apparently he kept listening to that music, and that's what led him to kill. So like you feel like
so the music was like about violence?
No, it wasn't about violence, but there's a few lyrics that were like mentioning like knives and all that, and like, you know, just bad stuff like in.
But I think it's down to the person, because you could say like, oh, drill music or that rock and roll music can lead you to being violent, but like we listen to some drill music, like we're fans of it. We listen to like rap music, some pop music, like anything really.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't make us violent. We just listen to it and go, yeah, that was hard, and then that's it. We move on.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know what it is. I feel like obviously we're both 19, and like the kids that killed that guy, kid in Reading, they were both 13 and stuff. So I feel like we've obviously, I wouldn't say grow up with drill because it might have happened before our time, but like we kind of like.
I mean, drill's definitely popularised now.
Yeah, but
more than like
when we were younger.
Parents grew up.
And even us, like when we were like 13, 14, like I didn't really hear much from drill.
Yeah.
Back then.
I mean, there was grime.
Yeah, but not really drill.
Not like drill, like stabbing people. And
yeah.
all that.
So like, I don't know. I don't really say it's to blame because at the end of the day, like these kids out here are playing like GTA and stuff, and that's literally the whole point of that game is to
Yeah.
kill people, rob people,
And
that. But you don't hear these older people saying stuff about that.
yeah, and
So-
like, you know the Digger D documentary
Yeah.
that we watched? Yeah, I remember his Digger D's manager saying like, yeah, drill can influence you to be violent, but so can other things like video
exactly.
games and like movies.
Exactly.
So it's like, what, we're gonna ban a movie about killing now?
Exactly. Well, he's going to ban one film about this lunatic going around killing people because it could influence
ban
people.
all the Michael Myers films.
Exactly. like you can blame on anything, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to let, when I have kids, you have kids, when I have kids with our wives, I'm not going to let my 13-year-old kid, like, listen to drill or watch 18-year-olds where serial killers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah, they can do it by themselves, like there's websites they can use, but like, you got to check up on your kids. You got to make sure what they're watching. Like,
I know.
It's
I feel like 'cause those Reading kids, like, I don't know if they had parents.
Well, yeah, obviously they have parents.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they were actually, like, were they actually in a stable family? Like,
I don't know.
Their
I
parents living with them. Because if they were, like, I'm saying, like, how did their parents, like, not check up on them and think, like, why are you acting like this?
And like, I don't know if you saw the picture of the kid, but he has a massive machete. Did you see it?
Yeah.
And like, you're thinking, where are you going to hide it in your house? It's like, I'm 19, yeah? My mum still cleans my room. I'm not going to lie, that kid's mum probably...
If I'm hiding that in my wardrobe, my mum be like, what the fuck is this
big
sword?
My dad still cleans my room at being 19. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. I don't feel like you can blame anything on, like, violence. Like, you can't blame films. If you're going to blame drill... If you're going to blame drill for, like, kids killing kids, then surely you've got to blame, like, video games and films and that.
I think it's down to the person. The person who listens to it, like, it's their own decision. They're either going to be fucking stupid and get involved. Obviously, it's a whole different story if you were brought up in gang life.
Yeah, of course.
Like, the majority of drillers, these drill artists, they were brought up around gang life. Like, those who literally... Like, you know, like... Well, I know Young Ads doesn't do drill music.
Yeah.
But you know, Young Ads, like, I think he was brought up around gang members.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be all he knows.
Yeah.
So like, you're gonna be raised like that. But these people who are like, I don't know, like us, like, we're living in like a stable family, a normal house,
like a safe area.
And then we decide to be bad. Like, we decide to like get a knife. Like, that's what I don't rate. But like, when it's the gang, like, when it's like someone raising a guy, I want them to find a better lifestyle and get better. But I don't blame them as much.
I still don't rate it.
Yeah, I still don't rate
it.
But
it's that. It's not their only option, but like, they don't know no better. Yeah,
like, they didn't really choose it that much.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like stubborn people who will just go, nah, drill music. This gang member, nah, fuck him. He fully stabbed this person. But I'm thinking, like, maybe just listen to his story, because that might be like all he knows. Like, imagine from like 3 years old, you're brought up around gang members.
Yeah,
you're not gonna know gang members are bad. You're gonna think that's part of life.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's...
And like I remember, like, I rate Young Ads highly because I saw an interview with him a few days ago, and he was asked about, like, how does he feel becoming a role model, and he was like, quoting Young Ads, he said, if you look up us to me and LB as a role models, he said, don't fucking look up to me and me and LB as fucking role models. Like, look up to, like, your mum, your dad, your school teachers. They're your real role models. Yeah. He's like, we're just a couple rapists that have come from a bad life. Like, you don't want to look up to us. And he's got a very good point.
Yeah, no, I rate Young Ads for saying that. Obviously, me and you are both single right now.
Yeah.
But say if we did both have girls in this current moment, I don't know, like, you had a girl.
Yeah.
You've been dating for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. Mm-hmm. And she went up to you and was like, one of your friends, like, he fully tried to move to me the other day. He tried to kiss me. Like, who would you trust more? Like, would you not me? Because obviously I feel like we're really close.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine you doing that to...
Yeah. I feel like it's a tough one, because I feel like obviously, like, it could be one of my close friends, and I've known them for, like, the same time I've known you, but obviously, we're, like, very tight and that, and some of them friends might not be as tight as we are. I don't know, man. I feel like if you've been with the girl for, like, 1.5 years, then obviously, like, you must trust her a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you've been mates with this guy for, like, over nearly 10 years, let's say.
I know.
And, like, it's like, who do you know? Obviously, you know your friend more. And, like, this is the first time it's ever happened. Like, you haven't heard of the guy being a dickhead to one of his mates, cheating on his girl, let's say. So, I don't know, man. I feel like...
I think it depends on how close you are with your mate.
So, like, give me an example of how close we are.
Say if, like, you went to the same secondary, like, you're really close, you're, like, chilling with each other, like, almost every weekend. It's not just someone who's, like, on the side, like, he's kind of there, but, like, you're not really close to... If it was someone who was kind of there, you're not really close to each other, maybe I'll believe her more.
Yeah.
But if it was someone who's, like, I know I'm really close with, I feel like I trust our friends enough to know that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah. No, that's me as well. I feel like... Because I feel like if it was me, if a girl said that to me, if my friend's girl said to her man, oh, by the way, your friend Billy's trying to move to me, I know I'd say to my friend, bro, are you going to believe a girl you've known for 3 years over me that you've known for 10 years? And I feel like if they chose the girl, then I'll be like, bro, man, like, I'm very disappointed. So I feel like I'm kind of going against my word. I feel like I'd believe my friend more than the girl. But as you said, like, if it's a close friend that I see, like, every weekend or every week, but if it was just one friend I seen like once a month, then obviously I feel like I'll believe my girl more.
There's some people who are like full on, like, I don't know, they call them simps, like full on simp. They'd fully, like, no matter how close you are, like, it could be like your bestest friend ever, like you've known him since like primary, and then the girl would say that, and then they'd fully like believe it, which
I know,
which is a bit mad.
I mean, like, obviously we didn't know each other in primary, but if my girl came up to me and like, yo, Alex is trying to cheat on me, I'll be like, straight away, if she said that to me in the club, I'll be like,
no,
I know
not
you're
Alex is trying to cheat on me.
Not cheat on me, trying to move to me. Oh yeah. I'll be like, like, I know you're lying, so like, let's not go there, because like, he's my friend I trust the most, so like, I know you're lying.
Yeah. Then it'll be sticky. I'll be like, I've known you for... But then when you question it, you'd be like, I've known you for 1.5 years. Like, why are you bringing up this lie?
Yeah, no, I'll end it.
Why are you lying about it?
I'll end it.
Yeah, you'd end it, but like, it'd be so fucked. Like, you'd really be like, wow, I've just wasted like a year.
I know.
Like, I could have gone around beating other girls.
You could have had good sex for like 1.5 years.
Or gone around like dating more deep into it though. I could have dated a better girl. And like, now you just brought up
But you learn from that lesson, isn't it? Like, you learn from it. So like, you know, your guard is going to be higher, because obviously, like, say, I don't know, that could be your first girl and she's coming up with that, and like, that happens to you, like, then your guard's going to be high. So I feel like, although at the time you're going to feel like it's a bad experience, I feel like later on in your life you're going to feel like, oh, that's one of the best things that could have happened to me, because it made me aware of how some girls act. And that.
No, I believe, obviously, like, me and you are both religious.
Yeah.
I believe God takes people out of your life because he sees things that you don't see.
Yeah, of course.
So I think, like, obviously when I was with my ex, like, it wasn't really serious, because like I was fucking 17. Like, really, it's not that deep, but like, I believe, like, the breakup, like, everything happens for a reason, and now I think about it, like, the fucked up things that she done, like the deep things that she did. I'm not gonna get into too much detail.
Yeah, I know though.
The deep things that she did, like, it just makes me feel like, oh, I'm actually
glad.
Like, glad I'm not with her. Like, I'm actually glad, like, she's not in my life anymore, and God took her out of my life
for a reason. Some things happened, like something should have happened to me that could have led on to, you know, better things, but I left it too late. And myself, it's like, maybe God had a plan for me to be not so eager, not to be so, like, you know, do you want to go out for drinks or whatever. And maybe, like, he's waiting for I know I'm still young, but like a better person to have a better relationship with.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he knows there's a better girl out there for you. Maybe he's saying, no, don't wait. But then I'm thinking, God, why don't you just let me have fun with this girl first? Then I'll go to the serious girl who's actually
true.
right for me. Why don't you let me have fun with this girl first? Do you know what I'm saying?
What was like your most embarrassing thing that ever happened with your ex?
Probably when you met her. That was pretty awkward.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like when you met her and like we were just, I was kissing her and you were there. To be honest, I kind of forgot you were there.
Yeah, man.
I know we were both like a bit tipsy though, because we'd have like drinks and that. But like I started kissing and like you were just sitting there like, oh my days, like why am I here?
Yeah, no, I remember. I actually because obviously like you're my bro. Like I wanted to see the girl you're seeing and all that.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, let me meet her. Let me see what she's like. Like let me see what she's saying.
Yeah.
And I remember. Like me and her, like the first time we met, like obviously, like when I see a girl, like, I hug her, isn't it? Like I normally, how are you? What you saying? But I just felt awkward. Like I just felt like better awkward because
I wouldn't have cared though. But
but it's not even that though. It's like myself.
I feel like she didn't really invite you to the hug. Like she didn't.
Yeah, it's like you kind of know, isn't it? Like when you meet a girl, you kind of know.
They,
like
go close to you.
It's like they're like, oh, how are you and all that.
Yeah,
it's
they
like
put their arm
she's
out
like, yo. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm not gonna spud her. Like,
no, she didn't say yo.
Oh yeah, true.
Said yo.
Oh no. She said,
I'm
really getting that time,
No, if I was talking to a girl who spoke road, I'd be like, nah, what? Who am I dating, man?
She was like, basically, I'm not yo, but she was like, hi.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. Well, like, I didn't want to spud her because, like, you spuds, like, you know.
No, but I understand how you feel because remember that time when we met your workmates and it was a girl and I was like, what do I do? I was like, hello, and I
when he was outside town.
Yeah, and I fully put my hand out to like.
Oh, that was so funny because I was meeting my other friends, like we go in pub, innit? And I remember. Like, I'm like, yo, what are you saying to my mates? And then, like, this guy, and we see this other girl, like, we didn't even know the girl.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't even know the girl. And he's like, he puts his hands out, like, to shake her hand. And, like,
and she's really looking at me like, wait, who are you? And I was just like, oh.
Me and my mates are just looking at this guy, like, what the fuck are you? We're like, what are you doing, fam? I'm like, oh my God.
I know. Have you heard about I don't know if you heard about it, but the Roman Attwood situation right now?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, basically, did you ever used to watch him? Because when I was in like secondary school, I used to watch his vlogs. I mean, and his pranks and all that. Like, I don't know if you did.
Like I watched a few, but like I didn't really like. I wasn't like a loyal viewer.
Fair. No, because I was like a fan of his.
Yeah.
And he's like, obviously he's people who have watched him know he's like a humble guy. He's never been involved in like controversy and all that. Basically, he was well, unfortunately, his mum like passed away.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like I think it was last year.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Really?
I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, his mum passed away, and like, so obviously that was sad. But he was gone for a year and like just vanished out of nowhere, no explanation. Everyone was thinking like, even I was thinking, well, like I kind of stopped watching him, but I was thinking like, oh, I wonder how like Roman Attwood's doing because it will bring back memories to like watch him. And like I went back to him, I was like, oh shit, he hasn't uploaded in a year. I go in the comments and like everyone's just saying like, where the fuck is Roman Attwood? Like where is he? And I'm just thinking, oh shit, like has he given up on YouTube or something? Well, I think a week ago, he uploaded a video and he explained why he was gone.
Well, like literally like a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago.
Okay.
Literally a week ago today. He explained why he was gone, and he said that he's basically had some like mad, like a group of cyber stalkers, like stalking him, like at his. This is fucked, bruv. Like at his mum's funeral, he got bomb threats at his funeral.
What? So like they were like, oh, we're gonna set off a bomb at your mum's funeral.
Yeah, like literally like that. Like I think they like messaged him on his phone, like they hacked his phone, and he tried to. Every time he would change his phone number, they'd message him like a minute later saying like, oh, why are you trying to change your number? Like we still got you.
That, man.
And then he'd get like, because on his he's got CCTV around his house.
Yeah.
He'd get like screenshots of like sent to him of his kids on his CCTV.
Fuck.
And they were saying like, oh yeah, like just well, I don't think they said anything, but just like screenshots of that.
But that's just enough, man. Just a screenshot of like your kid, like in your house. Like, that's enough.
Like, it's like you got to think it's his family, and the fact that like he's not even like a like in it. He's never been involved in like controversy. He's not really.
Yeah, he's just trying to create like a good life for his kids.
Yeah, like I think it's like his slogan's called "Smile More." It's like
exactly.
It's like positivity and all that. And then the fact that this happens, I'm just like, they do not deserve this. And there's one time apparently he's driving his car. He gets a call from his insurance company, and they're like, why did you cancel your insurance? And they're like, we didn't. So without realizing, they were driving their car illegally without insurance. And it's because like the stalker hackers,
they cancelled it.
Yeah, they cancelled it. And like they had to like retreat like so many things they signed up to. YouTubers and celebrities, like, I know some people might argue and be like, oh yeah, but they signed up for this.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like they didn't, like, they signed up for like hate comments and all that. And like maybe a fan going up to their house every now and then. But not that shit.
Yeah.
Like that is fucked.
It's true. It's like I've seen like people, like celebrities that like, it's like when they're on a night out, not even a night out, but when they're on a meal with their like parents, and like you get the fans to come up to you, and like they say like they take a photo without you knowing.
Yeah.
So like if you're in a meal and like they go to a bar and you're there, or you're at the restaurant and they like take a photo and you're not looking, it's like, bro, if you just asked me for a photo, I'd have happily took a photo of you.
Yeah.
But like with Roman Attwood, I feel like he's just going about his life, like he's just trying to like give his kids the best life they can have. Like, obviously it's tragic what happened to his mum, and like he's trying to give her the best send off, and you're getting these pricks.
Yeah, I know.
Like sending him messages like, can't he send his mum off in peace? Like, we're all gonna go through it at one time in our life. How would them cunts feel if they got messages saying, we're gonna blow up the church where you're having your mum's? Nah, these dickheads piss me off, because how would they don't know how they'll feel. It's like, and if Roman Attwood sent a threatening message to this, like, whoever, if he finds out that it's a guy that did it to him, and he's like, I'm gonna, I don't know, blow your house up, or I know where you live. Yeah. Roman Attwood would get cancelled for that.
Yeah, I know.
But like, what? So it's okay for like people to send threatening messages onto celebrities that's trying to give their kids the best life,
or their
wife.
Not, but like they're hidden in, like no one knows who they are. But...
No, but this is like where I feel like social media should get like onto people. Like, I could log onto Instagram right now, do a fake email, do a fake phone number, and send hate to Marcus Rashford and be like, fuck what you're doing. You know, like, you could easily just do that. And it's just like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, they need to like have stricter ways on how you can get access on how to create an account.
Yeah, true. But I just think if I was a famous YouTuber, this is what like I rate what KSI has done. Like KSI, that famous YouTuber, obviously. Yeah. If you've noticed, he's never shown like the front of his house. Yeah,
that's true.
And showing the front of your house, like, people can sort of work it out. Like, I don't know, like these hackers can go on.
Yeah, Google Earth or something like that.
Yeah, like Google Maps and all that. They can work out where the fact that KSI's never shown the front of his house.
That's true.
I don't think he gets that shit, like harassment and all that. If I was a famous YouTuber, I would never film the front of my house. I'd film him maybe in my back garden.
Yeah. But
I'd never show the front of my house, because that's what you got. That's what you have to deal with, and it's sad, but that's what you have to deal with.
But I feel like sometimes, like people can be like big celebrities like Kim and Roman Attwood in America, and big celebrities, I don't know, like Chunks and stuff like that, like social media presence that have a big following. It's like, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know, the media could be watching you, or just stalkers. And like, if you go out, say you order food and you get Uber Eats, and like you go to the door, and like some stalker could take a photo of you and be like, I know Chunks' house address, and just start giving it out.
Exactly. That's they get leaked, innit?
Yeah, so like,
I think Central C's got
his phone number. Everyone was calling him up, be like, yo, it's Central C.
Yeah, no, that's so jarring. Imagine dealing with that. I feel like that's what I mean. Like, I feel like people say like, this is what they signed up for, but like, it's not. Just fucking don't be a dickhead.
Yeah, it's true.
Like you can be a fan and be like, I'm a big fan of you. Can I take a picture?
Yeah.
But don't fucking like
true.
go to his house, banging his door, and be like,
It's
"Oh,
like-
yo, can I get a picture
Yeah.
of you?"
Say like, I don't know, because my dream's become a football manager, you know that. I'm not going to be a dickhead to my fans if they come up, oh, yo, can I take a picture with you? Be like, I rate you. But if you come to my house, or if you knock on the door, if you leak me, then what thanks for that, bro. Oh, yeah, I appreciate you leaking my house address. Of course not. I'm only going to call you a cunt and stuff like that. Whoa. Because you're leaking my house address. I'm not, yeah, safe, bro. Thanks, I appreciate that. Of course not.
I know. It's fine. It's just it's the fact that it happened to the wrong guy as well. Like, he's done nothing bad. Like, I remember watching his videos. He'd just always be like,
yeah, no, I remember, like,
stay positive, guys.
His videos would always, whenever I was feeling low or down or whatever, like, his videos would always get me just happy. Like, whenever I'm feeling down, like back in the day of like secondary and that, I'd feel like go on YouTube, watch these videos, and it would get me happy. Like, especially like you mentioned KSI.
Yeah.
Like, these videos. KSI would get me, that just make me laugh. Whatever how I'm feeling, they'll make me laugh. And that's like, I respect all these YouTubers, yeah, but the fact that they get hate and that just makes me so angry, because they're trying to give you a positive, they're trying to, okay, you don't live the life they live, their life is glamorous and that, you don't live their life, but they're giving back to you what you're giving to them. They're trying to make you happy and all that. And what, some dickheads are trying to give their life, trying to make every day, they're trying to make them live every day in fear. Like, it's not on, man.
Yeah. What I like about KSI as well, he never really flexes. One of our mates hates him. He says he has like a big ego and all that, but I feel like he's only like that as a joke.
Yeah.
Like, people, like when he says like, yeah, I'm fucking sick, like I'm sick of, but I feel like he's only joking. Yeah. He's not actually serious, and like he never really, he's not really like, oh yeah, look at this ice ring, look at this ice ring I got.
Yeah.
This, watch I got. Like, he's never really flexing. Like, he's probably living in a peng house right now.
Yeah,
but all he's filming is his fucking room.
Yeah.
Like, he never shows it. Like, he's not like, yeah, fuck you lot. And
yeah,
he's just, I feel like KSI is actually
and also, like,
humble guy.
With these videos, like the video like KSI does, you know, the one question goes when he's like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, it's
like
funny.
You don't know, like, how do you not know that he's edited that bit, or his editor, and like KSI's actually had a chat with that guy? Like, these people don't think about these things. They just think, oh, what, this guy told him to fuck off, and he has had they don't know if he's had a chat with him.
Yeah. And it's also at the same time, it's his banter as well.
Exactly.
If I was on the one question go KSI, and he was like, and I said some dead joke, and he's like, nah, fuck off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be butthurt about it.
Yeah, of course, bro.
I'll find it funny. I'll be like, yeah, that's jokes. And I'll be like, at least I made it to the video.
The people you gotta hate is Katie Hopkins
yeah, exactly.
and Boris Johnson.
That's what I mean. If the stalkers, what they done to Roman Attwood, if that happened to Katie Hopkins,
yeah,
I'll fully be like, whoa, she fucking deserves it.
Yeah,
like, she's a full-on, like, racist bitch.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, exactly. Fuck
But
her.
like, Roman Attwood, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
He don't deserve that.
So, obviously, Billy, I know you're saying you're trying to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going with you? How's the gym going? Obviously, lockdown has like stopped the gyms from opening.
Obviously, it's. I mean, in the summer, I had a personal trainer and all that, and I was doing bits. Obviously, you know, I was doing bits. Like all my other mates, like they were saying I was doing bits. And then obviously Bojo announced this other lockdown, and yeah, I've just kind of lost motivation, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. Do you feel like you'll get back on it though when the gym's open?
I feel like, yeah, of course, man.
Like, have you been doing weights at home?
Yeah, I've been doing weights and stuff at home, but it's just been tough, man, because it's like, it's just been so boring, and like, for me, like, the weights is like, I don't really, some people look forward to it, yeah, that's good, that's great for them, but like, for me, going gym isn't something I really enjoy. I do it because I need to.
Yeah.
I'm not like I wake up, oh yeah, I'm gassed to go gym. Whereas others are like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go gym today. I can't wait to do this session. For me, it's more like a chore.
No, but like, why do you see it as a chore though? Like, why do you see it as a thing you need to do?
Because obviously, like, I want to live my best life, and obviously, I feel like, because in my career, my goal is football coaching. So like, I feel like in my industry, they wouldn't really pick like big guys or like unfit guys. So I feel like for me is I need to like become fitter and stuff to get like the best opportunities.
Yeah. Fair enough. I just feel like
and it's not even just that though. It's like,
why Because I feel like when me and you have like conversations, you always say like, oh yeah, when I lose weight, I can do that. When I lose weight, I feel better. Like, do you not feel calm now? Like, do you not feel like you can do things now? Because you always say like, oh, when I lose weight, I'll do this, I'll do that. Why can't you do that like now?
Because it's like.
Because I know. No, I understand like losing weight is like, it's a good thing. But if you see it as like a chore, like then, what's the point in like doing it? Because like, I know it's healthy to do it, but like to be healthy, you can go for a walk. You can eat healthy. But you don't have to go gym and like push yourself like you're a boxer or like you're AJ or Cristiano Ronaldo.
But you know what it is? Like,
what?
It's like, obviously, like, I know that I'm a big guy now and I want to lose weight, but the thing that scares me is like, I don't know if you know, but like, you know, saggy skin.
Yeah.
It's like when big people lose weight, they get like this saggy skin.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And like for me, like, I feel like even if I lose the weight, and all that, I'm still not going to feel confident if I take my t-shirt off. So, although how much I want to lose the weight, I feel like I'm still not going to look like, okay, yeah, I'm going to look at my face and that. But like, when I go on a holiday and I take my t-shirt off, like when we go on a lad's holiday, whenever that is because of the lockdown and all that, it's like, I still won't feel comfortable taking my shirt off. So that's part of the reason. I know that's like, people might think that's like, oh, that's such a bullshit excuse, but like, that's how I feel. And I feel like you can get operations with that, but I'm type of the person, like, going to hospitals and getting operations, like, I'm only ever going to do that if I actually need to, if it's like a life or death situation.
Yeah. No, but you got people like, from like Ethan from the Sidemen, like, he's lost so much weight. I haven't seen saggy skin on him though.
Yeah,
like,
but he wasn't as big as like me. Like he wasn't as like fat.
He was fat though.
Yeah, he was fat, but like.
What do you mean he wasn't as big as you? Like, he was. You're not even that big though. I don't know why you're saying that, talking down on yourself. You're not that big.
Yeah, like, and I am big, but like, obviously there's some other people that are way bigger. But like, compared to you, I am very big.
Well, yeah, but I'm a fucking steak, bro.
Yeah, but like, it's just, for me, it's just the saggy skin that like gets me scared, because if I lose the weight, I feel like I'll see the saggy skin and I feel like, oh shit, it's still gonna remind me of how I used to be, even though I haven't even reached the stage of that I've got saggy skin. But I know, like, when I reach that stage and when I see my body in the mirror, I'm still gonna feel like, oh shit, I've got this saggy skin, and I feel like there's operations that are like I said, but I'll be too scared to get them done because I'll be scared of the pain and that.
Oh. Well, you know what, yeah? When it was like the first ever lockdown, back in March in the UK, like the first ever lockdown, I was thinking like, obviously I'm looking like a stick.
Yeah.
I wanna actually like get hench.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I can get bare girls. Or like, I'll be looking hench, I'll be looking peng.
Yeah.
And like I'm seeing like some of our mates going gym and they're like getting hench. But then now I've started to think recently, like, I'm kind of like seeing it like the same thing as you. I'm seeing it as a chore.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm starting to think like I know some people are like, oh yeah, carry on. I know like it's hard work, but just carry on. But I'm like, I don't really enjoy it. I don't see it. Like, is me like getting hench and putting on weight and like growing muscles. Like, is it just from? Is it because it's making me happy, or is it just to like look peng like for other people and look good for other people? And then I can't like I fully like thought it to myself. I was thinking like I don't really enjoy like lifting weights. Like I know if I spoke to one of my other mates and they'd be like, no, like work hard, gain muscles, grow muscles, do all this and that. But I was thinking like, I can't lie, I don't really care about that. Like, I know people be like, oh no, but you'll look so much better, like you'll look hench. But I'm just like, I don't really care. And like people who are like as skinny as a twig, and like they can't be asked to exercise. Obviously exercising is good, but I think there's like exercising, like you can go for a walk
Yeah.
and all that, but like lifting weights, I feel like when I think to myself like, I don't really care about gaining weight. Like I don't wake up and think like, oh yeah, I need to lift weights today. Like no, I'd rather just wake up and fucking play chess or chat to my mate. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. And
like it's not. Yeah, like I mean, like it's. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, go on.
But I mean, like it's. I feel like when I was starting to lift weight during like the first lockdown, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get hench.
Yeah.
I feel like I was doing it for other people, just like make other people like look at me and go like, yeah, that guy's hench. But like for myself, like, because if you think it's all about yourself, like how you feel.
Yeah.
I was thinking for myself, like I know I'm like really skinny.
But like the question is,
I don't care.
Like, but the question is like, are you comfortable in how you look? Like, are you like happy as like how you look?
I say I am. Like this is how I am. This is how I was born. Like I don't care. Like I don't really feel the need to fully put the effort in gym, because if it's someone's hobby, like some people get a hobby out of it. They gain a hobby out of like lifting weights and they enjoy it. Because I was fully lifting weights, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm thinking like, oh, I know it'll make me look sick.
Yeah.
I'll look like fucking incredible. I'll look mad.
But you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy it. So I was just like, oh, you know what? Like, I'll stay how I am. I know I'm best getting like girls would be like, no, I prefer a hench guy.
Yeah, but I feel like you know why a lot of that is. I feel like a lot of us look at like social media and stuff like Instagram, and we feel like there's a certain kind of guy that we need to look like. Like we all feel like we need to look like AJ or like
Jack Fowler.
Or someone like that. But I feel like
young.
I feel like Instagram is just like for people our age especially. I feel like it's a bad place to go, because I feel like we look at it. We look at all these like guys that are like hench, that are like good looking and stuff, and we feel like, oh bro, like why do I look like this? And then we feel like we need to like go gym, bang out gym. And like for your case, like it's calm, like you're skinny, like obviously like if it matters to you, then it matters. But like I look at you and I'm like, this guy like he doesn't really need to worry about going gym. But for me, like, as you said, like you like the way you look, like you feel like that's you, like that's good. But for me, like I look at myself and I feel like, oh, if I wasn't fat or if I wasn't like big, I'd look like peng. But I feel like at this stage, like in my life, when I'm seeing other people like moving to girls which is our age, and like it's not even girls, it's just like I look at the mirror and I'm, oh, why do I have to look like this? Because that's just how I feel sometimes. Like, okay, I got my trim recently. I thought, oh, yeah, I'm looking good. But but like other than that, it's just like, it's like I look at all my friends. I'm not jealous. Like I'm happy for them how they are.
Yeah, I know.
But like I look at my friend and like, oh yeah, they're doing bits. Like they're doing this. Like they're going parties and all that. I feel like I get where people that worry about their self and like, I'm not saying I'm depressed because I'm not, but people that get depression, like I feel like it's a lot from social media, because I feel like they go on social media and they look at all these people that look beautiful. Like I'm not gay, but it could be guys or women or whatever. Yeah. And they're like, oh, why do I look like them? And that's why they like self-harm and that, because they feel like they're not good enough. But if it was for me, I'd get rid of social media.
Definitely social media plays a massive part in it. Not even with like the way you look, like careers and all that. If there's a guy like, obviously, don't think about the pandemic right now, like minus the pandemic. If there's a guy like living it up in like some pen country, and like he's living in some mansion, and then you're sitting there thinking like, oh my days, that guy's feeling like 20 years old, and we're 19, and like we're nowhere near that stage. And I feel like it's social media that brings up, but social media is like nothing compared to like the person in real life. That person could be going through so much shit. He could be really depressed, but he's not going to post that on social media. He's gonna post the good things about his life.
So like going on to like back to school, obviously the suicide rate in teenage and people our age is very high. I feel like schools are mainly to blame, because they say if you don't get high, in our school especially, they said if you don't get high grades, you won't really live the best career you want.
Yeah.
I feel like that's bullshit, because if you put your mind to whatever you want to be and work hard, then you're gonna have a good percentage of doing what you want to do. Like me, football managing, that's my goal, that's my dream. I never got a GCSE in that. I never got asked, oh, what formation is best to play against Barcelona or Man City. Like, so it all depends on what you want to become. If you want to become a banker, then yeah, obviously you got to have maths. If you want to become an author, then yeah, you got to have English. But I feel like a lot of people just think GCSEs and exams are so much pressure, and like if you don't pass it, you fucked your life up.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, kind of yes and no, really.
Have you ever like seen a ghost before?
I've never seen a ghost, but I got two mad stories. Like,
got mad stories? Go on, man. You're intriguing me.
So basically, the one's a bit. No, I'll start off with the lighter one first. Basically, this was like when my mum and dad like were first going out and getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Well, not getting to know each other. They bought a house at their stage. But yeah, so they bought their like first like flat, and they were both like in bed, and my mum woke up and she saw like a tall figure, like just at the end of the bed, and like she didn't know what it was. Like,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's scary.
She just saw a tall figure, and like she's like, what the fuck is that? Like at first she thought it was my dad. So my dad's name's Steve, and my mum was like, Steve, where are you? And like she thought he was in the kitchen, but she turned around and she saw my dad.
Wait, was this in your house you're living in?
No, this was like in Fulham. So they bought a flat in Fulham.
Oh yeah, got you.
That's where they both are. That's where they're both from. And yeah, so they like my dad was just in bed next to my mum, and obviously my mum was like, "Oh, what's all crazy? Like, what's going on?" I don't know if she thought it was my grandparents or whatever, because they had a key. So like, she rang them up. It wasn't them. They're like, "Oh no, we're living where we are. We're living down the road we're in."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Okay, like, what's going on?" Like, and then she woke my dad up and was like, "I just saw a tall figure. Like, did you just come back from the kitchen, or have you always like been in sleep?"
What the?
Yeah, because my dad doesn't really sleep straight away. Like, he normally takes like an hour or two to wake up to go sleep. And I was like, "No, I've just been listening to the radio," because he listens to the radios. And he's like, "No." So my mum was like, "Oh, did you see this tall figure?" My dad's like, "No, I didn't see anything." And then my dad like, so they both went to sleep.
Scary.
They both went to sleep, and then the same night they heard like a knock.
Yeah.
And it made them both wake up, and they saw something, and it's just some tall. Have you ever watched A Woman in Black?
Yeah.
It was like a figure like that, they said.
What the
It's a figure like Woman in the Black. Wait, they fully said to
you it was like the figure from
a figure like Woman in the Black, yeah.
Wait, so surely that makes you believe, like, does that make you believe in ghosts, or do you think your mum was like,
I feel like
tripping a bit? Like,
I feel like it might have been a dream my mum had, because like it happened twice. Surely if it was like a ghost, it would only happen once.
No, not really. Imagine if a house is haunted.
Yeah, true.
A ghost could like show up like every night if it wanted to.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I think I do believe in ghosts.
Do you? So that's one story. This one's a bit sad. So basically, you remember my cousin who I told you about, like, both parents had died?
Yeah.
So yeah. So this was before she was alive. My cousin is like a few months. Well, no. Her dad died when she was younger. And then her mum died like when she was 6.
Yeah.
And then, so her mum like, it's like she kept thinking she was really, really ill. She kept thinking like she had a disease that was going to end up killing her and stuff. Because that's what some people have. Yeah. They just think they're going to die soon. And like one normal day, like my nan and granddad were just like, this is on my dad's side of the family. My nan and granddad were just watching telly as you do on a normal afternoon.
Yeah.
My dad got in and he was like, because my nan's very religious, and apparently if a photo flips so say you got a photo of like, I don't know, let's just say your girlfriend, like you both know you ain't got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I don't really want to use a deep example. And if you have a photo of you and just her, and it falls face down, apparently that's a sign from the spirits that your girlfriend's gonna die soon.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah. So my dad and granddad just walked in from like going pub or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like to my nan. My nan's name was Mary. She passed away now, but they were like, "Why is this photo of my cousin's mum like face down?"
Yeah.
And like, because my nan's very religious, she got shook. She was like, "Oh,
yeah.
Why has this happened? Like, this is a bad sign. This is a bad sign."
Yeah.
And then like, she kept going into hospital like for getting ill and that, and then she like passed away like 3 weeks later. Like 3 weeks later after the photo was found face down.
That's sad, man.
I know, but
like it's scary at the same time.
I know, that's why like part of me does believe that there is something out there that is like like a spirit is out there, and also like it is scary. But I got one more happy like story if it's okay if I tell you.
Yeah, no, say it because like I'm scared right now, man. You need to cheer up the mood.
Cause so basically, I told you this before, but I don't know if you'll remember.
Yeah.
My cause you know how my family from West London, like near QPR.
Of course.
So they my dad and his siblings, they grew up on an estate, White City Estate. Big up Central City. I know you're from there, but anyway,
Man, like such a scene.
But yeah, so my auntie was she was coming back from the shop near Loftus Road, QPR Stadium. So yeah, there's a temple crossing that you go into the estate. And my auntie crossed halfway, and she was like nothing. She was like, all right, cool, this is calm. And she was on the phone as well, like texting someone, and she felt like a tap on her shoulder. She looked around, and no one was there. Yeah. But then, like, as soon as she, like, because obviously she was about to cross the road and she didn't feel like a tap.
Yeah.
And she was, like, on her phone. So she felt a tap and, like, she looked around, no one was there. The minute she looked forward to cross the road, a massive lorry just went past. So if she crossed the road, she would have been, like, dead right now.
No, but some people, like, because when I'm listening to that, I'm thinking that could be an angel, Like, because obviously I'm religious.
That's what she called it.
That could be an angel, like,
that's what she called
her.
it. She called it her guardian angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 3 stories.
No, like I've got one story.
Okay, cool.
It's no one I know, but like my mum, she spoke to like the reception. She went to the dentist one day. She spoke to a receptionist there. Apparently, the receptionist's mum like passed away years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And the receptionist has a daughter.
Yeah.
The daughter never met her mum, which is obviously her grandma.
Yeah.
And one day, like, she basically told my mum this story. The daughter was like, apparently the daughter was just talking to herself.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, chatting away.
Mm-hmm.
The receptionist was like, darling, who are you talking to?
Oh, fuck.
And she was like, oh, don't worry, mummy, I'm just talking to Nana.
Fuck that, man.
And she'd never met her grandma before because she died before she was born.
That's so fucked.
And then when she told my mum that story, my mum was like, "Oh my god, like that's crazy."
Yeah.
And like when you hear stories like that, you think like, why? I don't know, like, because some people be like, "No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit." But why would there be a point of the receptionist saying that?
I believe in stories like that. I feel like I believe in stories that like are like that, but I don't really believe in stories like are like so like,
over the top.
Yeah, but like that's
nice. Fuck them. No, but basically, I was watching this Netflix documentary. It's called Surviving Death.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
it was about like there's like one story where this lady, I think she was going like kayak.
I heard about it, but I haven't heard the whole story, so I don't know.
Bruv, it's so mad. When
I suppose like about her son or something.
Yeah. No, she was going kayaking. She went on like a dangerous like turn.
Mhm.
And obviously the tide of like the river she was kayaking on.
Yeah.
Like she ended up like underneath the river.
Oh,
and she like drowned.
What, like capsudes?
Yeah, and she drowned.
Fuck, yeah.
And she said, and like all of a sudden, she said like drowning is obviously like bare scary.
Yeah, of
course.
But
she felt like in like so much comfort, and she was greeted by like these beings. Like she couldn't explain it, but she was greeted by these beings, and like she felt like so much comfort and like warmth.
Shit,
and like she wasn't scared at all. And she could turn back to her body, and she saw her body like under the river, and they said like, your time's not up, you need to go back to your body. And apparently like the afterlife, like you feel like so much warmth and comfort, you don't want to go back to your like your living life.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, I like it here, I enjoy it here. And they were saying like, no, your time is not up. And then before she went back, they said to her, oh, before you go, your son is going to die of an unexpected death. And she was like, what do you mean? And they were like, oh, like, they didn't tell her anymore. And they said, just go back to your body. She went back to her body. She came...
And her son died.
Apparently came back to life.
Mm-hmm.
18 years later, I think it was on like his... Oh, I don't know if I'm wrong or right. But
his
like,
son died of the same thing.
Yeah, I think it was like his 18th birthday. Yeah. I think he was like skiing. He got hit by a car unexpectedly. Got hit by a car, and she literally said like, I was told by like these beings, I don't know if like angels or something or spirits, but I was told by these beings that like he was gonna die, and he died on his 18th birthday.
Fucked, man.
And I don't know if it was 18th or 19th, I can't really remember, but like watching shows like that, it kind of like gives me comfort.
Why though? Because
I don't know. Cause
you're like
when like a family member passes away, it kind of gives you comfort that you're going to see them again. Yeah. And, like there is an afterlife. Because sometimes I can't lie, when like living through my life, I kind of think like, oh, is there really an afterlife, or is that it? Like, do you just die? But I can't lie. Like watching that show, I was fully thinking like, oh, maybe there is actually an afterlife.
It's funny how you say that though, because I watched this YouTuber called Dudley Rhino. And like he like, I know you're probably very religious and like you probably believed in the afterlife before that.
Yeah.
But like he didn't really believe in any religion, and he was like, he didn't believe in afterlife or anything like that. And he was like to all you out there, like this, I was you. Like I didn't believe in afterlife and anything like that. Like I just thought we live, we die, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, and he said after watching this episode of this woman, it's made me actually fully believe that when we die, we do go somewhere else.
There's scientists that have said like, that's only when people have near-death experiences and they claim that they see these like beings and all that. That's only like the brain going. That's only like the brain like seeing shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they've actually. There's been some times where the brain has been completely dead. And they still see this shit.
Yeah, I know.
And then they come back and they're like, oh fuck, like you know on the monitor of like
when it goes like
when it goes beep,
yeah.
Like it would show like everything is dead.
Yeah.
But then they come back and they go, I literally saw this shit, and they were like, how did there's no way the brain would see that because the brain was literally dead. That's what scientists have said.
Apparently, when everyone like has a near-death experience, like it doesn't really matter if you believe in God or whatever or Jesus. Everyone sees like a light, or whatever, or like just a white space, and they always see like this man. And I like, it's what I believe. That's like God welcoming you into heaven. Like, because apparently like everyone that goes into heaven, all the good people out there, they always see the same thing before they die. And I feel like scientists have said that as well.
On the show I was watching Surviving Death, it was like this guy explaining his near-death experience, and he said that I forgot how he died, but when he died, he saw like a beach, and it was like really beautiful.
Okay, yeah.
And in the distance, he saw a man standing there, and he walked up to him, and it was his dad.
Shit! What? As his dad died?
Yeah, no, his dad had passed away years ago.
Okay, yeah. And
apparently they hadn't really had like a great connection. They hadn't really said like, oh, I love you.
Okay, yeah.
And like he said that like this near-death experience like changed his life. Like it gave him a chance to tell his dad that he loves him.
Oh.
And apparently his dad said like, it's not your time yet. Like go back. And I'm thinking. When I was watching the show, I was thinking every single story is always them saying
it's not your time.
Yeah, it's not your time. Like go back. So I'm thinking like, do you think when people die, like, are they enjoying the experience? Like it's like they have a choice to go back to their body, And like, do they like enjoy the afterlife so much that like they want? Because apparently the guy made a deal with his dad. He was like, all right, like he was like, I love it here. Like I'm with you. I want to stay here. Like, but if the dad didn't say like go back, he would have stayed there.
Yeah.
And he made a deal with him. He's like, all right, I'll go back to my body. Yeah. So I'm thinking like the people who die, like, do you think they kind of like the soul kind of has a choice? Like it's like
maybe
I'll go back because like I want to, or like no, I actually enjoy the afterlife. I want to stay here.
Maybe, but I don't know if you've ever heard of like the good die young. Have you heard of that saying?
Yeah, of course.
I feel like the people that come back, like, they know they haven't really lived their life to like the fullest, and they haven't really done everything they've needed to. But I feel like if you have a near death, well, you're dead, so you haven't really had a near death experience because you're dead. But yeah, like obviously you've lived your life to the best, and like you've done everything you wanted to, and also it's just the good die young. I feel like God wants to take you from all the bad that's going to happen in your life.
Yeah.
Like to stop you from the pain. But it's just a horrible thing, death, man. I don't really like talking about it. But
no, yeah, I know. Like it's a horrible thing, but that's what I thought. But watching that show, like especially the first episode, it made me kind of have a comfort. Like I feel like because these people, apparently the afterlife is like so incredible and like comforting. It made me think like maybe death isn't so bad. Like when your time is up, maybe death isn't actually so bad.
That's what I love believing though. I love just believing that when my time's up, hopefully it's not gonna be for years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah, I know.
But like
when we're fucking like
when we're like 90 or 80, yeah, like when we're our grandparents' age, it's like I know I'm gonna go back to like see my like, you know, my family members that I've lost. But that's everyone's entitled to their own beliefs, man. But that's just my belief that like afterlife. I feel like afterlife, is a second chance of life. Yeah. I feel like for me we get 2 lives, like one on Earth and then one in our afterlife.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just my opinion, man.
I think the spirit is just like. I know I'm getting really deep into this right now, but I feel like the spirit is like. I feel like our body is like a shell.
Okay, yeah.
And the spirit inside us is our spirit. And when the shell stops working, when we like, God forbid, die, the spirit is then released.
Yeah, okay.
And that's what I believe. I feel like that's when the afterlife happens.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I mean,
like we could be talking about all this shit and like we still don't have a clue what happens
exactly.
after.
It's like what amazes me the most is like no one knows what like heaven, because obviously like we're Christian, we believe in heaven. Yeah. And like no one knows what it is. Like no one knows. That's what amazes me the most. Is like no one actually has come back and told you what heaven is like. And like I know it's never gonna happen, but like it just amazes me. Like obviously I don't want my time to be up anywhere like until I'm like 90, but like when our time is up, I feel like we're just going to be fascinated. I feel like when our times are up, we're just going to look into like, this is what it's like. And it's a beautiful, like life on this earth is like, people forget how much of a blessing it is.
Oh,
like,
it's definitely
like life is such a blessing.
Every day you have to be grateful
of course,
for what you have, man.
People forget it. Like people take it for granted. Yeah, we all have shit days and we all have good days. But like, life is the best present gift in the world. Just like, please don't take it for granted, man.
Yeah, definitely. People do definitely take it for granted. Oh, it's so sad how like people who are going through like bad mental health.
I know.
Like commit suicide. It's so sad.
I know.
Like, no one was there to help them.
I'm just gonna say this now. It's like God has chosen you for a reason. Like I saw this fact the other day. Ricky Gervais said, "Big up Ricky Gervais."
Yeah.
He said like.
Love that guy.
I don't know, but he said something like 1 in about 1.37 billion of us. That's like the likeliness of us, like being chosen to live a life. So like, if God has that much faith in you, even if you're not religion, just believe. If you don't believe in God, okay, that's your choice. But just believe.
The fact that there's that much of a chance of you living.
Like something good's gonna. I know life might be tough. and we all go through shit. But please, man, just you're on this earth for a reason. It could be wonderful. It could be, you don't know what it could be, but you're on this life for a reason. Just please believe that and just live your life to the fullest. Cause,
oh my God.
Yeah, man. And
my guy Billy. Man.
Like, we're doing this podcast obviously just as a hobby, but
like, hopefully it inspires people.
Yeah, I want it to, man.
Gets people to speak up, like with mental health and all that.
Because like it's a big thing for me, mental health. I've seen people that I love, like, you know, go through it, and it makes me upset. There'll be episodes where we just talk shit and just waffle and have a laugh, and there'll be episodes where we just talk about deep stuff and stuff.
Hopefully, just help someone, just makes someone like laugh or like think something deep. Do you know what I mean?
Because you're not alone, man. You're never alone. People go through the same stuff as you. You're never alone. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on this podcast. Hopefully, I'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
This has been 2 guys, 1 waffle. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Like, just share with your friends, share with your mates, your family.
Spark your suit or drink your pint.
Suit. Yeah, exactly. Or
just chill in bed. If you're not of legal age, then we don't approach. What's the word?
we don't. I don't even know, bro.
We don't.
I'm just fucked right now, bro.
We don't promote underage drinking.
Yeah, we don't promote underage anything, to be honest.
If you're of age, then do it. If you're not really into drinking, then just listen to us. Have a calm week.
In a bit, you man. Thank you for listening.
Take care.